Hi, Micky Dolenz here at Beatlefest, and you're watching Taped with Rabbi Doug.
We're gonna see Rabbi Doug. We're gonna see Rabbi Doug. We're gonna see Rabbi Doug on your TV tonight.
But Daddy, I want to watch Monday Night Football.
Forget about Monday Night Football. There's no other thing we're going to watch on Monday but Rabbi Doug.
Yeah, Rabbi Doug on TV tonight. We're gonna see Rabbi Doug.
Oh, everybody talk about that.
Hello and welcome to Taped with Rabbi Doug. We are here at the Fest For Beatles Fans 2014 at the Hyatt Regency O'Hare. Part one here at the Fest. We're going to see a lot. We're going to hear a lot. You're going to meet a lot of people. Famous musicians here, especially Peter Noon of Herman's Hermits and Micky Dolenz of the Monkees, along with so many others. You won't want to miss this year's Fest For Beatles Fans 2014 right here on Tape with Rabbi Doug, so stay with us.
This is the one that started it all. I'd like to send this out to all of our troops in harm's way.
Micky Dolenz. We're here on Taped with Rabbi Doug, and I'm here with Micky Dolenz. Welcome to Chicago.
Hello.
First time here at the Fest in Chicago. We are big Monkees fans and big fans of yours, and I just want to tell you how happy we are that you're here, and we hope that you will enjoy performing at the Fest and seeing all the fans here.
Yeah, we're having a good time so far. Thank you.
Good. You like Chicago?
Oh, yeah, always like
All right,
Chicago.
and
yeah.
I love that the three of you are touring in memory of David, and I think that's great, and we want to wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Stay with us here. You're going to see Micky Dolenz here on Taped with Rabbi Doug.
Pleasant Valley Sunday. This one
is Ringo,
This is Rabbi Doug.
and you're watching.
Taped with Rabbi Doug.
from Bare Naked Ladies, and you're watching Taped with Rabbi Doug.
Welcome back here on Taped with Rabbi Doug. I am here with Ivor Davis. He is a Yid and an author, and he wrote the book The Beatles and Me on Tour, the Beatles 1964 North American Tour. Here it is, the ticket, and here is your book, which just came out. How the heck did you get to be with the Beatles, and what is the book about? Why don't you tell us here?
Well, first of all, the book is about my incredible journey with the Beatles. I was the only daily journalist to travel with them from start to finish. 35 days, 24 concerts, insanity, but a journey that I will never forget.
Who were you representing?
I was representing the London Daily Express. But can I change the subject slightly and talk about, I'm writing a story about the Jewish Beatles. Now, I don't know if your program goes out and is watchable by Jews
all over the world,
okay.
all over the world.
So for all you Jews and non-Jews, I'm going to deviate about the Jewish Beatles because it's fascinating. The Jewish Beatles are basically Brian Epstein, of course, who was Jewish but didn't talk about it. And there
everybody knew it.
Everybody knew it, yeah. And also there were other things about him that he didn't talk about, but I won't tell you.
Okay.
We won't get into that. Then, of course, as you know, Paul McCartney married Linda Eastman, who was Jewish. Then he had a blip in between, which we won't talk about. And then he married this gorgeous woman from New York called Nancy Chevelle,
who is Jewish.
And believe it or not, and I don't want to go on about Jewish stuff because none of the Beatles were actually Jewish themselves.
But all of Paul's children are.
Yes, exactly. But, you know, so it was an interesting situation there. And the other thing was, and again, I don't want to get too racy here, but at one time, John and Brian Epstein were very close, but they needled each other. John needled Brian, and he was singing a song in the studio one day called "Baby, You're a Rich Man," and Brian walked in and he said, "Baby, you're a rich Jew," but that "You're a Rich Jew" didn't make the record. So anyway, sorry, I deviated.
Great story. So this is really, going back to your book just for a second, this is really your experiences as a journalist following the Beatles around.
It was my sort of almost day-by-day account. Not only did I follow them around, it sounds like I was a puppy dog, but I wasn't, because they welcomed me into their rooms. We became pals. We played Monopoly in the middle of the night. We drank with them. We ate with them. We sympathized with their terrible sound systems. And all those things that you can't do today, you can't get as close to any rock star.
Like that.
Yeah.
What year did you start traveling with them?
I started traveling August 1964.
Wow.
Incredible. And I didn't really know what I was in for, because, I mean, who knew 50 years from now, you and I, Rabbi, would be talking about the Beatles?
It is wild. It is wild. Well, I want to tell you, I wish you much success. I can tell why you got so close to the Beatles, because your personality 50 years ago, if it was the way it is now, there is nobody that's not going to let you in the door, because you are a delight.
Thank you.
And I want to wish you Zeitgesund,
Zeitgesund.
Only good health and the best. Stay with us here on Tape with Rabbi Doug. Be sure to check out The Beatles and Me by Ivor Davis, and we'll be back.
And I did this long before Shrek.
Once again, Micky Dolenz on Tape with Rabbi Doug.
on Taped with Rabbi Doug, and I am here with Jude Southerland Kessler. And Jude is the author of She Loves You. She is the world famous, I guess you could call her, John Lennon authoress. You have written how many books on John Lennon now? 3, right?
Read 3, working on the 4th one now, the last 30 years.
And this whole series that you're doing is going to be how many books altogether?
9 volumes. Of course, John's number was number 9.
9 volumes. So how do you find 9 volumes of things to write about John Lennon? Do you research John Lennon day and night? Do you read everyone else's books? Do you follow everything there is?
Just about. I have a 500-volume library. I've everything written about John. I spent 7 years in Liverpool doing interviews with all of his friends and early band members and first manager.
How did you get through to all these people?
You know, you just try. Just like the Beatles did. Don't ever give up. Bring that telephone desk for an interview. Never take no for an answer.
And look at this. I got Jude on my show. Well, I want to wish you much success. You're a big John fan, and everybody who loves John knows who you are. And success with number 3 and working on 4 through 9. Thank you so much for being on the show. This is Jude Southerland Kessler. She Loves You, the volume 3 of 9 on the life and history of John Lennon. Stay with us here on Taped with Rabbi Doug.
Hi, I'm Mark Lewisohn, and you're watching Taped with Rabbi Doug.
Welcome back here on Taped with Rabbi Doug. I am here with Mark Lewisohn. Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to the Fest.
Thank you, Rabbi Doug.
We are here, and he is the author of this new book, The Beatles, All These Years, Tune In, Volume 1. Now, Mark, they say you are the quintessential Beatles historian. And before I go on to asking a little bit about what the content of this book is, how did you become the quintessential Beatles historian and get that title?
Well, it wasn't a career path that I particularly intended, but it's just kind of worked out that way. I just started writing about the Beatles in my early 20s, and that was quite a long time ago. And one book led to the next one, and eventually I ended up working for them. And then these days I'm working for them a lot less, but I'm doing this book, which is I think what I was put on earth to do.
So tell me what's in this book particularly compared to your past books.
Well, I think the easiest way to summarize it would be to say that in my early days I would write books about information. I would write lists of the Beatles' live appearances or all their recording sessions. That's one. Beatles recording sessions, a book people know about quite a lot. I did the Complete Beatles Chronicle. I've done a guidebook to the Beatles in London. So that's all kind of information-based books. This is the first time I've actually attempted to write their book, write their story as a biography. So this is a biography, and it's a trilogy, and this is part 1 of 3.
And you're working on the other 2? They're not out yet?
No, they won't be out for a while. This book took 10 years. I'm now working on volume 2. It won't take 10, but it will take quite a long time.
So how does one make a living when they don't work for 10 years making a living except for writing?
Well, I do make a living from writing, but obviously the longer I take on this project, the thinner that same sum of money has to stretch. But the point is, as long as I can keep my head above water, these books need to be done properly.
How did you connect?
I'm not going to rush them just to earn more money.
I understand. How did you connect up with the Beatles organization to begin with when you were doing this on your own to begin with?
My first book, The Beatles Live, which came out in 1986, Paul McCartney got it, professed his love for it on a radio show, and soon afterwards invited me to work for him.
I'm going to have to write something that he gets to read, I guess.
Yeah, so I mean that was all unexpected. You can't plan for that kind of thing.
He's been on my show too.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So that's exactly. Sorry, hitting you now. That's exactly how it began. And then I did many years of work for them on all sorts of different projects.
Fantastic. Where did you grow up?
Just outside London, England. I'm English. I don't know whether you realize that.
I did realize it.
Yeah.
Are you still living there?
Yes.
So you're literally traveling around the state with the States with your book right now?
Yeah, I came here last October, and the book came out last October 2013, and I've been traveling on and off since then, but most of the time I'm actually back at my desk working, because volume 2 is calling me. Everyone's saying how long will it take, and it's going to be about 7 years. So there's no time to lose. So although I'm here this weekend doing this, tomorrow I fly back and then it's back to work.
Very nice. Well, welcome to the show. Welcome to Chicago. Thank you for being on the show, and I wish you much success with The Beatles, All These Years, Volume 1. Tune in. by Mark Lewisohn, right here on Taped with Rabbi Doug. Stay with us.
I'm Terry Hemmerton, and you're watching Taped with Rabbi Doug.
That's it for part one here at the Fest for Beatles Fans 14. I want to thank you for being with us. Remember, you can check out our website, www.tvrabbi.com, where you can also see former festivals and shows on the web. You won't want to miss part two next time. More music, Micky Dolenz, Peter Noon, Lawrence Juper, and so many others. This has been a wonderful festival, and there's a lot more to share next time. So be with us for part two. Shalom, everyone.
This has been a Taped with Rabbi Doug production.